Kazakh President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev congratulated the people of Kazakhstan on Nowruz. The congratulatory statement was posted on the website of Vakardan. The message reads, quote, "I sincerely congratulate the people of Kazakhstan on Nowruz. Nowruz is a countrywide holiday which promotes friendship, respect, and harmony among the people of Kazakhstan. The underlying importance of Nowruz lies in the strengthening of the people's unity, which is our highest value and achievement. Let Nowruz bring happiness and prosperity to every family." End of quote. The United States of America deeply values the contributions of Kazakhstan's first president, Nursultan Nazarbayev, in establishing and promoting enduring, dynamic relations between the United States and Kazakhstan. The United States Department of State released a statement on Nursultan Nazarbayev's resignation as president of Kazakhstan on its official website, saying, quote, "At this historic moment in Kazakhstan, we salute Nazarbayev's role as the father of today's modern, sovereign, and prosperous Kazakhstan, and acknowledge the example he sets for responsible regional and global leadership. We congratulate Kazakhstan's new president, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, and look forward to continue working with him to deepen our enhanced strategic partnership and advance our long-standing mutual interests in economic development, trade and investment, and safeguarding regional and global security." End of quote. Nursultan Nazarbayev's decision to resign was heavily discussed in both Kazakhstan and around the world. Georgian political experts and former head of state chancellery Petra Mamradze highlighted that Kazakhstan's first president is an outstanding personality and reformer whose name will live in history.
Он принял решение не вовсе уйти из политики, и это тоже очень правильное и мудро. Он останется в Совете Безопасности.
Nursultan Nazarbayev didn't leave the politics, which is a right and wise decision, as he will remain in the Security Council. Nazarbayev left the president's office in time. Nursultan Nazarbayev played a highly positive role. Kazakhstan's first president is a leader who managed to gradually bring the country to prosperity, which is recognized all over the world.
Вести страну к развитию. И это, конечно, признается во всем мире.
Meanwhile, Nursultan Nazarbayev's resignation is widely discussed in Armenia. Deputy Speaker of the Armenian National Assembly Vahia Nfiajan emphasized that Nazarbayev's decision was wise and well thought. The Armenian politician also believes that the two countries will continue its strategic partnership.
I
think that Nursultan Nazarbayev's announcement was unexpected for both the people of Kazakhstan and the world because his term had to expire in 1 year. Over the years in office, Nazarbayev was always highly supported by the people of Kazakhstan. When Nursultan Nazarbayev was in office, Armenia enjoyed effective cooperation with Kazakhstan. We hope that this cooperation will continue and expand. Nowruz is the holiday of spring revival celebrated by Kazakhs and other Turkic nations. Ethnographer Joly believes that Asian people started celebrating Nowruz when Tengrism was practiced on the territory of present-day Kazakhstan. The scientist showed the evidence of a stone near Anarakai mountain, which is located 170 kilometers away from Almaty. The Asian monument has the carvings of the Tengrian day and night deities, surrounded by 12 astrological signs and 4 animals, signifying each season, celebrating the arrival of spring. The day and night deities are depicted with their open arms towards each. Based on a radiological test, the monument is 5,000 years old. However, I believe that the stone is at least 7,000, 8,000, or 10,000 years old. This carving was made before the emergence of the Sumer and Babylonian civilizations. I believe that this artifact is the Nowruz evidence left by our ancestors. Also, there is a carving of a cow. The newborn calf signifies Nowruz as the new beginning and new year. Nowruz is the celebration of the revival of nature. In the history of humanity, the new year coincided at the same time with Nowruz celebrations in ancient Egypt and the Roman Empire. Nowruz is a sacred day celebrated by the Turkic nations. The Asian traditional holiday is well preserved in its original form among the fraternal Turkic people. The word Nowruz is of the Persian origin, meaning the new day. We start preparing for Nowruz 1 month ahead of the holiday. We prepare New Year's outfits and clean up the house. We also buy presents and groceries for the event. We serve traditional food and expect guests. Competitions and concerts are held on the country scale. To celebrate Nowruz to the full extent, the government announces 13 to 14 days off. The main idea is to revive Asian traditions. The spring holiday of Nowruz is celebrated by more than 300 million people in many regions, including the Balkans, the Black Sea Basin, the Caucasus, Central Asia, and Middle East. Nowruz is proclaimed an international holiday by the United Nations and has been inscribed into the UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage of the Humanity list. Dozens of traditional dishes, such as asıp, balbaur, balham siryet, belkotirer, and tomurtka, are put on the table for the Nowruz celebration. Ethnographers say that it's not only easy to cook them, but also the dishes are very nutritious. According to tradition, during this holiday, dastarhan is set generously in every house. It is believed that this would bring prosperity and well-being to a house for the whole year.
Действительно, праздник Наурыз – это особенный праздник для нашего народа. Это праздник.
Nowruz is a special holiday for our people indeed. This is a holiday of spring and holiday of renewal. During this very period, our people, specifically each hostess, tries to set the dastarhan very nicely and richly. According to our field ethnographic studies, in southern Kazakhstan and in western Kazakhstan, we have observed very interesting facts which show that people cook special dishes, namely ceremonial dishes, for Nowruz. These are dishes that symbolize family reunion and emphasize that a family always gathers at one dastarhan. This means that there is a full-fledged family.
Всегда собиралась за одним дастарханом, чтобы была полноценная семья.
Each national rite of Kazakhs has its own philosophy and a deep meaning. Kazakh ancestors gave special importance to both the traditions of cooking and their proper setting on the table. After a long and cold winter, nomads eagerly awaited the Nowruz holiday, which marks the renewal of nature and the birth of a new life. A hostess served a separate treat for families, both older and younger members.
На Наурыз готовили очень интересное блюдо, называется юка-ашар. Юка-ашар – это белковое обрядовое блюдо. Это блюдо готовили молодые.
A very interesting dish called uyka-ashar was cooked for Nowruz. Uyka-ashar is a ceremonial dish which is rich in protein. This dish was cooked by young girls and young women. The women took a piece of sirlangenyet, which is dried meat, and cooked it in colostrum. They used to cook this dish for their men because it is a high-protein meal. This means that their young men and their reliable support survived the winter safely, and now they begin a new life with new strength so that they wake up after the sleep.
Хорошо, вот все аман-и-син вышли с зимы, и вот чтобы с новыми силами они начали как новую жизнь, чтобы воспряли от сна.
According to the Asian Kazakh tradition, which has been preserved to this day, every guest who arrives in the house is seated at the table and offered suayak, a bowl of tea. Baursaks and national desserts such as örümshik, zhent, balkaymak are necessarily served for him or her.
Batirjan Smakov is one of the winners of the 100 New Faces of Kazakhstan project. The vocalist and conductor was given the title of UNESCO Artist for Peace for a series of fundraising concerts to help Syrian children. Kazakhstan's only countertenor and the initiator of the anthology of the Kazakh choral music is actively touring. The famous conductor is welcomed at the largest stages in the world. The opera singer performed in Italy, Georgia, France, Egypt, Jordan, Russia, and Poland. Batirjan is planning to tour in several European countries this spring.
Я приучил себя ложиться
I taught myself to go to sleep at 11 or 12 at night and get up at 7:30 to 8 o'clock in the morning so that my vocal cords can rest for 7 to 8 hours. With this, I can be constantly in shape vocally and have enough time to perform more work.
Также, чтобы успевать как можно больше работы сделать.
The young conductor studied in the Italian Guacchino Rossini Music Conservatory. Batirjan also completed the International Academy of Lyric Opera in Osimo in Italy, where he had lived for 6 years. The teacher of the Kazakh National University of Arts believes that having a talent is a small component of the success, while hard work and self-improvement are essential.
Я хочу сказать, что было непросто, потому что
I want to admit that it was not easy. I had to deal with a lot in both personal and professional aspects. At that time, I was conducting some scenes from operas, cantatas, and oratorios. However, it allows me to gain significant experience.
Но это все дало мне огромный опыт.
Astana residents will be able to witness the performance of the only countertenor in Kazakhstan at the upcoming La Regata Veneziana concert on April 21st in Astana Opera. Musical Notre Dame de Paris in Kazakh will be played in Central Asian countries. In the next 3 years, Kazakh artists will perform in Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Azerbaijan. The Kazakh version of Notre Dame de Paris will retain the original storyline and famous music compositions, which have become hits. All costumes for the performances were made in Kazakhstan. More than 70 actors, singers, dancers, and acrobats are involved in the musical. The world-famous musical was enjoyed by more than 11 million spectators. The musical was performed in the Kazakh language for the first time, which is a success for Kazakhstan and Central Asia as well. Our main goal is to show the world's best performances to the young people. A legendary love story, Notre Dame de Paris is one of the most popular and recognized musicals. The musical was included in the Guinness Book of Records as the most successful performance. Kazakh artists will present other musical works to foreign spectators. They are set to demonstrate their vocal and dancing skills to the world public.
Жастар театры жастар жылында көптеген жоспарларды қолға алып отыр, әсіресе мюзикл жанрын қолға алып отыр.
We are planning to stage a performance about the Kazakh hero Karakiptshak Koblandy. We want to pay more attention to the musical genre and show Kazakh performances both in Kazakhstan as well as Asian and European countries.
Қазағымыздың спектакльдерін мюзикл жанрында әдемілеп көрсету мақсатында дайындық үстінде бұл.
Jirgalan village in Kyrgyzstan is a popular winter tourism destination. The village provides various skiing opportunities for tourists from all over the world.
Well, I was planning a ski expedition, and so our first stop was in Arslanbab, and then we went to Bishkek, then Karakol, then Jirgalan. But basically we found it online, on the internet. Destination Jirgalan pops right up. Like the first thing when you type in.
The mountain peaks of Tian Shan in Kyrgyzstan are covered with snow almost all year round. Despite that, February is considered one of the most favorable months for a long stay in the open air. The village is visited by large numbers of sports lovers seeking free ride and snowboarding opportunities.
It's amazing right here. We had a great snowfall. Yesterday there was so much snow that it was impossible to ski because it was like waist deep. I really like the nature. Everyone is very welcoming. We have a great host and a hostel right there, so I'm super happy.
Guest houses in Jirgalan Valley are located away from industrial centers and highways, which allows tourists to enjoy relaxing and leisure holidays full of exciting adventures. The beautiful wild nature, which is located far from civilization and cities, made Jirgalan Valley a popular touristic destination. In 2014 and 2015, only 10 to 15 tourists visited us because of the lack of information. Last year, the number of vacationers increased to over 1,000 people. Tourists who love wildlife and skiing come here. The tourists come from all over the world, particularly Austria, Germany, France, and Italy. They like our nature and willingly visit every year. Jirgalan is a fast-growing tourist destination and an epicenter of adventure tourism in Kyrgyzstan. The village has wonderful diverse mountain landscapes and offers the most incredible and entertaining adventures.
Nowruz is a light holiday of kindness and friendship. The holiday has no boundaries and instead has unifying power. Nowruz is also celebrated in the public fund Kazakhstani Association of Germans titled Wiedergeburt. The center turns 30 this year. Over this period, thousands of people have visited the center. Some people studied a language there, and some people got acquainted with German culture or found opportunities for creative self-expression. Today, more than 500 people visit the center every week.
На сегодняшний день по статистике проживает 180 тысяч немцев.
To date, according to statistics, 180,000 Germans live in Kazakhstan. What is the agenda of our center? I would say that we have a large field of activities, including a structured organization and people who visit it. These people are interested in the language and in the customs and traditions of our people. The visitors are aged from 4 to 89.
Обычаи нашего народа от 4 лет до 89.
Chairperson of the center, Igor Berg, says that the association provides an opportunity for everyone to develop and improve. Children have access to free language classes in the Sunday school, youngsters train in the dance group and visit the German social theater, whereas retirees sing in the choir ensemble. In addition to cultural and creative activities, the center is actively involved in social work, which is aimed at assisting the older generation. The Academy for Seniors is an important project. Our beneficiaries, as we call them, are entitled to have a rest in the sanatorium once a year. Exhibition commemorating Kazakh artist Muhit Kalimov opened. The artist, known for his unique creative style, created many outstanding works which are popular among art admirers. The artist preferred painting portraits of well-known personalities, performers, and artists. In the artistic community, the artist is remembered as the successor and supporter of the Kazakh traditions in fine arts. The art gallery visitors believe that Muhit Kalimov left an indelible mark in the history of Kazakhstan. Muhit Kalimov left a profound mark in the Kazakh art. He is the most prominent practitioner of the social realism style and a wonderful painter. Therefore, his works have always been outstanding. His two daughters are artists as well. His elder daughter, Daria, is good in tapestry. Daria Kalimova-Kosteva primarily focuses on the lifestyle of the Kazakh people and landscapes of the Kazakh nature in her works. The artist presented about 10 works at the exhibition, ranging from applied and decorative artworks to paintings.
В нашей семье Калимовых такая идея провести выставку была уже давно.
The idea of holding the exhibition was discussed for a long time in our family. We were preparing for the event and we finally held it. It's an important event for our family. We organized this exhibition to commemorate our father and his legacy. I want the residents of Astana to learn about the works of the great painter.
Я хочу, чтобы жители столицы познакомились с творчеством великого живописца, чтобы они знали.
Residents and visitors of Astana may learn about the variety of genres of the Kalimov dynasty of artists until the end of March.
Baku State University hosted a festival ahead of Nowruz, the beginning of spring celebration. Participants from Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Turkey, Kyrgyzstan and other countries showcased their traditions, customs and food in conjunction to Nowruz holiday. The Kazakh exposition sparked particular interest among visitors who were treated to dishes such as barsaks, chak-chak and zhent and enjoyed a performance by the Kazakh traditional dancers. The participants representing Kazakhstan included the Kazakh Culture Center in Baku and the Kazakh Embassy in Azerbaijan.
Мы ежегодно проводим фестиваль Навруз, как известно.
We hold the Nowruz celebrations every year. All Turkic nations, including Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and other Turkic people, celebrate this holiday. It is an all-Turkic holiday. These countries are well represented at the holiday. This is a very interesting event because there is an opportunity to learn about traditions and customs related to this holiday.
Обычаями связаны именно с этим праздником.